summary, and today is of Negotiable Instrument Act. So what exactly this act means? The negotiable is basically means transfer and instrument means document, right? So what exactly we have to study in this act? How the rupees can transfer, okay, through the document. So this thing we have to study, the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. So this act does not provide the exact definition of negotiable instrument. See class, in section 13, if you go through the section 13 of the Negotiable Instrument Act, so the exact definition of negotiable is not given. Section 13 talks about what includes in Negotiable Instrument Act. So bill of exchange, promissory note and check. These three are the words that include in Negotiable Instrument Act, okay? So this is very important. But name the different types of instrument recognized by this one. So what are the different types of instrument? First is promissory note. Second is bill of exchange. And third is your check. So these are the names. Though negotiable instrument are financial instrument, these are the financial instrument and as such have their general characteristic. Each instrument is different from other and have definite characteristic, as we know that. Okay, this is very important. So if I just say you one keyword of promissory note. So guys, in promissory note, basically A transfer goods to the B and B have to give the what? Money. So in that case, B will make the document. Okay, so B is called maker. B is called maker or drawer and this is called pay. So this is your what? Promissory note. The bank note and the currency note is not included in the promissory note. Okay, now the second thing is bill of exchange. So guys, in the bill of exchange, same example, A transfer goods to the B person, okay, but in this one, B will make this promissory, this one bill of exchange. He will sign here and then after B will also sign and now it is go to the this person. So A person is called maker or drawer. This C person is called pay and this B is called drawer. So these are the three person name of bill of exchange. A very important segment. A very important segment class. This is very, very much important. Negotiable instrument. Is that okay? Done? So, and the last one is check. So check is also simple. If I say the example of check, A, B. A have transferred goods and B have given the check to the A person. So A person will deposit this check to the bank. So in this case, what will happen? The B person will what? B person have is called maker or drawer. The bank in the check case of check is also called, always called as a drawer. And this A person is called B. So this is important in the case of check. A very important line. Done? So, though negotiable instrument are financial instrument and such have their general characteristic, each instrument is different from the other and have a definite character. We know this one. Done? Now, it is mandatory. What? It is mandatory for a bank to pay check. It is mandatory for a bank to pay check drawn by the customer, subject to the compliance by customer as well as the bank, certain rules and regulations which have largely been set in the act and interpreted in the decisive manner. Thus, the duty is to pay there only when there is sufficient balance in the account. Exactly. The duty is to pay when there is a sufficient balance in the account proper application of the fund is possible when specifically required by the customer to do so. A very simple terms. A very simple term class. Done? Next. Protection is provided. Protection is provided to the paying banker. So first of all, we have to understand what is paying banker and what is collector banker. Okay, see. A person have given check to the B person. Suppose 50 lakh of check. So now check is in the hand of this one, right? This is check number 1, this is check. Now what B person will do? B person will deposit the check in the bank. This is bank B, bank of B, and this is bank of A, right? This is very important paragraph. So when A person gives check to the B person, so B person will give check to the bank B because B have account in the bank B, right? And A have account in the bank A. So what bank B will do? Bank B will deposit this check to the bank A and collect money, and bank B will collect money from the bank A. So bank A is called paying bank. Bank A is called paying bank because that bank is paying. Done. And bank B is called collecting bank. A very important segment. C class. Paying bank, collecting bank. So this is the basic difference between paying and collecting bank. Now it is okay? Done class? Because this bank have to collect money from the bank A. So when the bank B will collect, collecting bank, paying bank. So protection is provided to the paying bank under the statute. However, the payment has been to the payment in due course as defined in the act for the protection 85 of the act. So you can, this question can be asked that which section provide the protection of paying bank, that is section 85, that is important. There is also protection available to the banker where check are fraudulently altered but are done so well that the alteration are not discernible to the naked eye subject to the certain condition. That's great. Like in the case of paying banker, a collecting banker. What is this? Collecting banker. This is collecting banker. This is paying banker. Section 85. Okay, this is section 31. This is very much important class. Section 131, protect collecting banker. Section 85, protect paying banker. Okay, so like in the case of paying banker, the collecting banker is also protected under section 131 of NI Act, again subject to the certain conditions such as check should be crossed, collection on behalf of customer only, and there being no negligence on the part of the bank. This is important. This is important part. And what is payment in due course? The word is written a payment in due course. So the payment in due course is basically if I have a check, the name is not written but that check belongs to some other person. Without any negligence and in a good faith, I just deposited the check to the bank and the bank is giving money. In that case, suppose if bank find that Nikita ma'am is, Nikita ma'am have this actual check not belong to Nikita ma'am. In that case, Nikita ma'am is not liable. Why? Because I have taken the check from the drawer of my husband and I didn't know that because I just thought that this check belonged to my husband. So I have done the work without any negligence. So that's why Nikita ma'am is not liable. So this is your particular portion. Okay. Now class, come to the question. Which of the following is not holder of a check? First, check made out to the order of X and couriered but not received, a bearer check found laying on the road of Y, the duplicate check issued to Z who has misplaced, and none of the above. Tell me, class. It is not the holder of a check. Not the holder of a check. Bearer means name is not defined. The check made out of the order of X and courier but not received. Not received. So this cannot be the right answer. A bearer check found laying on the road by X. A duplicate check issued to Z who has misplaced it. But the bearer check found laying on the road by X. So bearer check. Bearer means the name is not defined. B is the right answer. B is the class right answer of the question of first one. First, B is the right answer. Okay, bearer, that is the name is not defined. Which is not one of the criteria to be fulfilled for the person to be holder in due course of the check. So first of all, we have to understand what is holder in due course. What is holder in due course? That is very simple. Holder in due course is basically, suppose X is working in a company and the salary is 50,000 rupees, right? In that case, suppose company have given the check and check get bounced. So salary is 50,000. So S is also giving the services now. So both the company is also giving consideration and the person is also giving consideration. So when the consideration is from the both side, so that's why X can file the case. So you have to tell me, just remember the definition of holder in due course and tell me that which of the following is not criteria to fulfill as a holder in due course. The check should be crossed. Crossed means to transfer line, that is saying that just pay this check to the payee only. It should be acquired for consideration. It should be acquired before its maturity. What is the right answer? And not the criteria. It means just remember the definition. Just remember the definition of holder in due course. Then you can easily do the answer. This is right. Exactly. We have to find not. We have to find out not. So check should be cross. This will be the right answer. This is not the criteria that is in the holder in due course. Is that okay? Next. Which of the following circumstances indicate a material alteration? Material alteration means something change. First, when the operation of the instrument and the liabilities of parties are altered, when the business effect is altered, when used for business purposes, when a change impact an instrument in such a way that it starts speaking a different language in the legal terms from that which it originally spoke and which changes the legal identity and the character of the instrument. Tell me, class. Third one. Material alteration. think all of the above. All of the above will be the right answer. D. Which of the following is not an example of material alteration necessitating for refusal of payment of check? When the bearer check is made into the order check, bearer when the date is overwritten, the crossing is obliterated. Tell me, class. Which of the following is the right answer? And obliterated is a simply, which means that is to remove all the sign of something by destroying. Okay, that is this one. What is the right answer, class? Not the example of material alteration, not. Okay, so this one, right answer is A. Okay, this is material alteration, this is. When a bank is paying a check presented for payment for debit from the saving bank account of the customer, so what is the relationship of banker and customer? Tell me, class. The right answer will be banker and debtor. When a bank is paying a check, so when the bank is paying a check, right? So the bank is debtor, customer is creditor. C is the right answer. Okay, so this is the right answer. So that's all for today's class. So this is your class English medium power pack revision batch. So this is the only batch in which you can easily crack your exam. So whatever the YT session that we are taking, you have to focus on the YT session. In the paid class, we are just going through the conceptual wise classes and then recorded session. Okay, so everything is there in this batch. So if you want to enroll in this batch, you have to use the code that is Y39, that is Joy80 for the maximum discount.